hands align. In red and white they always shine. With every pass it feels divine. Arsenal's on my mind. From hybrid days to Emirates grand, each match a symphony perfectly planned. With every goal we take our stand. Arsenal's on my mind.
Welcome back to the Arsenal Online podcast. Coming to you today virtually is Spike and Mr. Sekijay.
So,
let's go, baby. Let's go. So, how you feeling about that match?
Well, I feel great. I feel great now because we won the match, but it was nerve-wracking. I already lost. I lost 5 pounds today. Because I was about to explode before that winning goal.
Those late goals were huge. Boy. I guess the question is, to you, was that a good sign that we won the game, or was it worrying that it took us so long?
No, you see, 100%, I'm happy we won the game. I think we showed the title credentials, winning that game. And that's all I kept saying to myself. I was like, if we flip this to a win, then we can say we're ready for the season. We're ready to put in that title run. These are the type of games that psychologically will get the team going, and will kind of get us into some sort of momentum because Newcastle has been one of our bogey teams past few years. They play very dirty. I don't like the way they play.
They play very physical.
Dirty. They play dirty. I remember the Gordon goal 2 seasons ago. Last season they beat us fair and square. Isak's goal was amazing. This season they were being very physical. They were being very dirty. They played dirty. In my own book. So we needed to win that game. For our psychology. Because psychologically that's huge for the team. That was a mental breakthrough, and I'm glad we won that game.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. Like I said, Newcastle's been a trouble for us a lot. The thing is, okay, so we played really well. We played better than they did in the game, right? We played better
Absolutely.
than them.
We deserve to win the game.
We deserve to win the game. They can't feel aggrieved about it at all. I thought Mikel, got his selection at least right for the most part today. And it showed. We had 20 shots, and I think 8 on target. So we were, that's the thing that Mikel needs to understand is like we as fans, we want to see our team attack. Not just stifle teams and suffocate them. We want to see them attack. So we attacked a lot today. Nick Pope was the real man of the match. Yeah.
And Pope tends to play very well against us. I've noticed that trend with him. I think he's an Arsenal fan or he hates Arsenal.
One of the two.
One of the two, because he's always playing very well. Those saves were world-class saves. The save from Timber. The save from Eze. I thought Eze played very well today.
Oh yeah, Eze played really, really well. You can see, the difference it makes, right? When he's allowed to play in the 10 and just kind of, float around and find those spaces. And he was, he was in the game and he played the full game,
Oh yeah, he played the full game.
Yeah.
He could have, if Pope was not possessed, playing like he was possessed, Eze could have had like 2 goals in the first half.
Yep.
I see what he brings to the team. He brings a different dimension. He doesn't quite play to the pace of the team. He plays on his own pace.
He does.
Which gives the team a different dimension. I thought Gyokeres played very well today.
I think this was Gyokeres' best game, even though he didn't score.
Yeah.
He really played the target man role today. Like great hold up, great layoffs, great running. For the most part, really good control and first touches, I think it was his best game in the Arsenal shirt as far as performance outside of scoring goals.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the Newcastle defense is a beast, actually.
Hmm.
I didn't realize how I didn't even know they got tall, you know.
Yeah, from AC Milan. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, tall Botman, what is it,
Burn.
Liverpool and Dan Burns. That's a
Hmm.
strong defense.
Hmm.
That's a very strong defense. And Gyokeres gave them a run for their money. Uh,
And
he,
and that's the thing, like Gyokeres needs a number 10 to play well.
absolutely.
And so whether it be Odegaard or whether it be Eze, he needs that. Just, and obviously having Saka in the game helps as well, for sure. But just he needs that because I think today I realized Mikel's thinking, right? So because we haven't discussed any of the goals yet, but I'll skip ahead a little bit and just say like Marino, right? I
Hmm.
mean, his impact is undoubted. He's a goal scoring midfielder. That's just what he is, right?
Absolutely.
But I think Mikel often thinks about him from the standpoint of, well, he's good enough to hold the midfield down, but also to pop up with a goal. But he's missing one element. Mikel forgets that if you're playing Marino from the start in the midfield three, you're sacrificing that creativity for goal scoring, right?
Hmm.
And it's like, but if there's no one to feed him the ball, then he won't get the goal scoring. He's not going to dribble the whole team.
No.
So Marino, like literally, Marino to me is a Rice backup.
I
He should
always
play
thought it was.
without it. I'm just saying, but like, if you ever want to play differently in that Rice role, you play him, but he still needs to have a number 10 in the game
Yes.
for him to really get in and be free to do what he needs to do. And but like I said, I thought that the fact that he came in and scored goals,
Hmm.
he came in and scored goals,
Hmm.
and was very impactful.
Hmm.
It worked out really well. He was able to really really get into the game, and his heading ability is really really good.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yes. Hmm.
Absolutely. I would say I quite do not understand why Arteta started Mosquera. We were just talking about that before before our podcast. You know, Mosquera is great, but Mosquera is still young. Mosquera is also still he's still very fresh to the Premier League. So you don't take him to St. James Park, when we're playing a team that's we've been struggling to beat for the past few seasons, right? So I like the fact that he realized that in halftime and took Mosquera out and brought back Saliba. So I give him kudos for that. I think he shouldn't have started Mosquera in the first place.
Well,
Yeah,
I think he started Mascara because Mascara is taller, more better in the air than perhaps than Saliba is, and he
mm.
wanted to mitigate that threat of Newcastle's, like you just mentioned, the super big, tall backline,
Yeah,
and
that
and
was our
Walter
main
Mate,
guy. Yeah, that guy.
is 6'6", So I
Yeah.
get why he started, and Mascara didn't have a bad game. He didn't.
And
It
then
was just that
and
one.
then Burns 6'7".
Yeah, so Mascara didn't have a bad game. It was just that pass,
No, he
right?
didn't.
That
Apart from the pass, the
yeah,
corner he gave away
hmm
that led to the goal.
yeah,
He had a decent game.
yeah.
Um,
So
but I still think Arteta we need to protect him. It's obvious Mosquera is a gem.
hmm
And with gems you have to still you gotta refine it and protect it.
hmm
You know.
yeah,
So I think he needs to do that. He's doing it for Max Dowman. He's doing it for I mean Skelly. Calafiori is just playing out of this world.
hmm
But I like the fact he realized it and fixed it in halftime.
right,
That was good. Uh, I think overall we played very well. It was a tough game. It was a hard fought game. Saka looked really sharp. You
hmm
know, I saw a lot of growth from him today.
hmm
Just wearing that captain handband. He did look like a captain, but I love him. But my captain, if you take the band away from Odegaard, is Rice, and I'll tell you why. You
hmm
see, when we scored the first equalizing goal, when Merino was running and did his header celebration, Rice came. I was like, let's go.
Let's go back.
Back to the midfield. Let's go restart the game real quick. We have time.
Yep,
That is
absolutely.
a leader.
Yeah. No. I mean, Rice is obviously, he's a future Arsenal captain, future England captain, and it was obviously West Ham's captain. So I see that, but I don't see, obviously, unless we sell Odegaard or something, right? It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But you're right. Saka had a really, really mature game today. You can tell he's not fully 100% fit yet, but he had a really, really good game, very impactful game. I mean, speaking of Rice, Rice was my man of the match. I know I haven't got to ratings yet, but he was my man of the match, Rice, because I thought he really worked his butt off in the game. Before we even get any further, that penalty or no penalty?
That was a penalty.
Absolutely a penalty.
That was a penalty.
100%.
I still don't understand what they mean by, the ball touched the goalie touched the ball, so that is a penalty.
It was so I know what rule they were trying to interpret, and it was so stupid to me that you can go to VAR and still not get a simple rule correct. The idea is if Pope had gotten to the ball before Gyokeres touched it, and then they cleared him, that's fine. But
Gyokeres had already initiated the beating Pope.
Yes. So Gyokeres is who kicked the ball.
Yeah.
For it to hit Pope. So Pope did, unbelievable. If we didn't win that game, I know Mikel would have lost his mind about the refs and that call.
I was going to say, the game today, why I'm super stoked with our victory today was because we beat Newcastle. We beat their fans. We beat PGML or whatever they call themselves. So it was because it was like the whole world against Arsenal in that game.
And the ref was pretty partial towards them the whole game.
That's what I'm saying.
Little fouls here and there.
That's what I'm saying. We beat the team itself. We beat their fans, and we beat the ref and the PGMOL association. Which was I said in one of our first videos this season. I said, you know what, Arsenal? Let's not get into all that drama of complaining about the ref, complaining about the calls, complaining about just put your head down and do the business. And you see, last season we probably would have drawn that game.
Absolutely.
2 seasons ago, we probably would have lost that game and complained. This season, because we've had those prior experiences, we won the game. We still complain, but we won the game.
Exactly. See, and going back to our discussion last week, I told you that if that Man City game had gone for longer, we would have won, right?
Possibly.
Luckily, the Merino goal came early enough today to where we had enough time, to still pressure on and keep going.
Correct.
So, ultimately speaking, it was a great win, right? Really important because Liverpool dropped points, Chelsea, everyone dropped points.
Yeah, absolutely.
Over the weekend for the most part. And, it's just good to remind everybody that, Arsenal still is an important, I wouldn't say we're the favorites, of course not, but we're still super all about winning the league, and I'm glad it happened in this way, to kind of show that grit. I call it championship grit, right? But I don't know that it's necessarily title-winning grit, but it was something to just show that when we were away from home. You'd be okay even with that performance at home, we played like we were at home.
Absolutely.
For the most part. And,
absolutely. We dominated the match.
Interestingly, it's something that came to mind while watching that game. I was like, wow, Mikel has a real problem on his hands now.
Yeah, selection problem.
A selection problem. Because I didn't know, as always, he always hides his fitness. I didn't know Odegaard was fit. So, I thought he was out for a while with that shoulder issue. Yeah. So with Odegaard, Eze, and again, Trossard didn't play badly. He's a great, I love him. He's a great player to have,
Oh, Trossard is absolutely a gem to have.
I think Martinelli is unfortunately resigned to being an impact sub. and ain't nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. If you're
Will
gonna,
Todd was a very good
it's better,
impact sub.
it's better to be an impact sub and win the league than being a
Mm-hmm.
starter and not win the league.
Yes, it's
He's
so
been a
sad
starter
that.
the past few seasons and we've not won the league. So,
Mm-hmm.
and that Martinelli now is going to put a lot of fear in the minds of defense.
Mm-hmm.
Because they would play the entire game with with having it at the back of their mind that they still have Martinelli on the bench. Like,
Yep. Martinelli on the bench, Marino on the bench. I mean, Marino, like I said, again, off the
finishers.
bench, the guy has a nose for goal. That's not, I mean, his headers are
Absolutely.
brilliant. Once we
Absolutely.
get Havertz back, it's going to be a real problem.
Oh, I was gonna say, Havertz. The news broke today.
Mm-hmm.
Havertz is like, I want part of this. So he's already training. He's already training on grass.
No, there you go.
Yeah,
Once
he's
Havertz
back.
comes back, it's going to be a real problem.
Madueke is literally like 2 or 3 weeks away from coming back.
I thought it was out for like a month or something, they said.
No, he's coming back. I told you Arteta plays mind games, man.
Yeah, because Madueke, I was going to say, I feel bad that he wasn't involved in this because with Madueke in the mix, what we have, I mean, we have the strongest squad in Premier League. Let's
Absolutely.
not mix it up,
Absolutely.
And right now, the only person that's guaranteed a starting spot is Gyokeres because everybody on his spot is injured.
Yeah, well, exactly. Until Jesus and Havertz come back.
Once Jesus and Havertz come back, he ain't gonna start every game. You know what I'm saying?
No, because there'll be games. There are some games that are not going to be for a player like Gyokeres.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we're playing teams like Brighton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Brighton, they have a very mobile defense.
Mm-hmm.
Brighton is a very mobile team.
And they play ball,
and they play ball.
Team. Yeah.
That kind of team you want a Jesus or a Havertz.
Yep.
But that, I mean, what's your player rating for today?
Yeah, rating. So I mean, I thought Raya, I don't know if he had a bad game. It wasn't a bad game.
Oh no, it wasn't a bad game. He made some
he made some saves, yeah. So I mean, I gave him a 6, but I think that's maybe low. But I don't know, whatever. I gave him a 6. I gave Timber a 7. I gave Mosquera a 6, which is a little unfair. I gave Gabriel a 7 only because of that goal was totally his fault. I mean, we want to blame Mosquera for giving away the corner, but that goal, come on, Gabriel, you're not a slouch, That was weak,
Yeah, that was
he scored against.
He went down too easily.
Yeah, I mean that was kind of like almost pathetic, but whatever, Calafiori, I gave him a 7. Zubimendi a 7. Rice a 8, and my man of the match. I thought, I mean, even just that one time that Murphy had that breakaway, Rice. I mean, Murphy is way faster than him, but Rice busted a lung to get back there, and make the block. So Rice and I gave him an 8. Eze, I gave a 7. Good game. Saka 7. Trossard 7. Gyokeres 7. So not amazing, no huge 8s and 9s everywhere, but everyone had a 7 for the most part, which just means everyone had a really good game. Odegaard off the bench, gave him a 7. Came in. His pass, that one defenseman pass that he got in for Skelly was great. And of course, he had the assist of the corner. Marino come in and score, get a 7. Saliba, solid, a 7. Martinelli, 6. Skelly came on too late for anything, so nothing with that at all. And then Mikel, I gave him an 8 because he got the selection correct, made the subs at halftime, and made the subs later. So he was great. But that's my ratings. What about yours?
Well, for me, Raya, I gave him a 7 because if he didn't make certain saves, it would have been a different game in the first half, So I gave him a 7. Timber, you see, I'm in love. You see, even when we're losing that game, every time Timber was with the ball, I had hope. And not hope that we're going to win the game. I just had hope that we're going to be okay.
Right.
That's what Timber. Yeah, he's solid. I'm sorry, Ben White. I mean, I give
no
Timber.
Contest.
Yeah, I give Timber an 8.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Timber does something. He brings something to that team. He brings some sort of to that team that even Sanya did not bring.
True.
When he was there, Mosquera, he had an okay game. I mean, I think he was solid up to that mistake.
But I mean, that's not really. I think we're being unfair to him a little bit because
yeah, we have to be unfair because we got to be brutal. We're trying to win the league, and that's why when Arteta took him out, I was like, that is what I'm talking about. You got to be ruthless.
True.
But I'll give him a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Gabriel was my man of the match, and I'll tell you why. He let the team down
And he made up for it.
and he made up for it, and that's who Gabriel is.
No, absolutely.
That's who he is.
I 100% agree.
He's the Draymond Green of Arsenal. He's the soul. He's the soul of the team.
I agree 100%.
He's our spiritual leader.
Mm-hmm.
He's the unspoken captain of the team.
Everything you're saying is spot on.
Man of the match, I give him an 8.
Okay.
He made a mistake. He came back and made up for it. Won us the 3 points. Calafiori is slowly trending. Not yet. He's not yet there, but I'm beginning to get that feel I get with Timber, with Calafiori too. That will be all right.
Yeah.
His quality. He knows what he's doing.
Yes.
So I give him a 7. Mendy was pretty quiet today. I give him a 6. Rice, I give him a 7. Eze, I give Eze an 8, actually. Because not just for trying, he brings something else to the team. He brings a different dimension. He doesn't even play at the pace of the team. That is his own pace. And because he plays at his own pace, when the team is going, the regular Arsenal way, he brings a different dimension because he brings clarity.
No, Eze, man. Classy.
He's a classy player. I didn't know he was that good with his left leg, left and right. He was trying shots that were technically very difficult to execute. Anyway, I give Eze a 7. What's his name? Saka 7 for his number. Just match with his number. He looks sharp today. He looked like a leader. I saw a lot of growth in him. So I give him a 7. Trossard is a great player to have, even though I'm still of the opinion that we should be starting Martinelli. But I understand that Martinelli is an impact sub. So I give Trossard a 7. Who else? Gyokeres, 7. I think this is the best game I've seen Gyokeres play for us. He held his own. He was coming.
I agree.
He came against very tough defenders, very strong, very physical defenders, and he held his own. So I give him a 7. Odegaard came on and played very well. He came on and we had 2 10s on the field.
Right, and
which was interesting.
Which I think because of how Eze floats around, it's fine.
Correct. We had 2 10s on the field, which was interesting. Also, Odegaard came on when we were a goal down. And at the end of the game, we won the game. He was making things happen, stringing passes together. He looked hungry again. He looked like...
Well, yeah, because now he knows
he looked like a player that his position is at stake. So I give him a 7. Saliba looked solid, 7 when he came on. He calmed the defense down. We're under a lot of pressure. When he came on, he just calmed everywhere down. I give him a 7. So I got a lot of feedback from our fans that I should not call Skelly Smelly Skelly anymore. So I changed it now. He's now Saucy Skelly.
Okay.
He's got the sauce. All right. So I hear you guys. Thanks for the feedback. So Saucy Skelly, he looked good. He looked like a veteran. 7 for him. Who else? Martinelli's 6. Merino. 8 for Merino. He's clutch. He's clutch.
He is. His heading ability is
good. And he was doing his replay according to the commentator. His celebration, I like the celebration too. Yeah, 8 for Merino. What's his face? Arteta was either going to die in my hand today or get praises. So he's getting praises. I mean, I didn't quite agree with him starting Mosquera, but he realized it in halftime. He made amends. His substitutions were impact subs. We
Mm-hmm.
brought up Merino. Merino scored the equalizer. We brought on Odegaard. Odegaard gave the assist for the winning goal.
Mm-hmm.
So 9 for Arteta.
I think
Actually,
that's the highest you've ever given him.
actually, Arteta is my man of the match today. Okay, he's my man of the match, and our fans were solid.
Mm-hmm.
Big ups to the fans. They kept St. James Park quiet. They held their own.
Mm-hmm.
I was hearing the noises from our stand. So it was an all around good day for Arsenal. Good weekend for Arsenal. The
Yeah.
the other pretenders have dropped points, so
Mm-hmm.
we're looking more like the contenders now.
Absolutely, absolutely. Great game. Our next game is Wednesday, Champions League against Olympiacos. A chance again to do some rotation, get some players in there, maybe get Odegaard a start to get him a little bit more fit.
I agree.
Yeah, so I think that'll be a good game as well. It's been
And
a while.
I want to see Nkapie, but I think he's injured. No.
Yeah, apparently he's injured. I didn't know that, but it's a
I don't
minor
believe
injury.
I don't believe anything that comes out of Arsenal's medical room. I don't believe it. It's all mind games.
hmm
It's all
But
mind games.
hopefully he's fit enough to play, you
Yeah.
know. But I think that'll be a good one on Wednesday, and then we're back at the weekend against West Ham.
Yes. And actually, I want to. I think we should have a moment of silence for the former Arsenal player that died um, on the field.
hmm
Head injury. Our hearts go out to his family. I think they need to. I think they need to do better. Of the off league clubs need to do better with their environments because you can't have obstructions and things. Concrete close to the field and players are running into it and dying.
Is that what happened?
That's what happened.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
no, our hearts goes out to him. I can't quite get his name right now. His name has been there all day. But actually, I think it's only fair that we say his name.
Mhm.
Out of respect. His name is. Give me a second here. I'll get his name real quick.
Okay.
I'll get
Yeah,
his.
that's crazy. I heard about it, but I didn't know what happened having to do with that. But I think it's Amos. No, is that his name? I remember seeing this article about it. Um,
Let's just hold the moment of silence. The name.
okay.
All right. Our condolence to the family of Billy Biger. Um, the Arsenal family loves you, and we say rest in peace.
Absolutely. Well said. And yeah, on that note, we will wrap it up. We thank you guys a lot. We hit 500 and over subscribers this week. Fantastic. Love and enjoy the support. I really appreciate that. That is huge. Let's keep pushing. Like, subscribe, share with all the Arsenal fans and friends and family that you know. We love doing this. I'm going to keep doing this even when we're not in the same zip code like today and we're virtual. I'm going to keep finding a way to do it. So absolutely like, share, subscribe. We'll keep Arsenal in your mind until Wednesday and Saturday.
Keep Arsenal on your mind. Eze, Woke Oma, wonderful, beautiful child.
Mhm. All right,
Love you
guys.
all.
Catch you later.
All right.
Under floodlights, the fans align. In red and white, they always shine. With every pass, it feels divine. Arsenal's on my mind. From hybrid days to Emirates grand, each match a symphony perfectly planned. With every goal we take our stand, Arsenal's on my mind. Oh Arsenal, you never fail through rain and sun, our steadfast sail.